about the White House card?
Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously like a piece of me is bummed that I'm not on it, you know, like.
Were you scheduled for it?
I mean, that was my goal, was to.
And of course, this didn't happen. You were definitely going to be headlining that thing, I think. Or
I mean,
you would have been the highest ranking.
I don't know if
American
I don't know. That stuff doesn't matter to me. Like, I get paid the same whether I'm the first on the card or the last on the card. So like, everyone's like, well, don't you? Because my last fight, I think they had us as co-main, and then something else was the main event of our card. It was like a interim title. I can't remember who it was, but like everyone was like, I can't believe they put the interim above the title. Da, da, da. And I was like, does it really matter? Like, is my ego going to take that? Like, I'm fighting for the UFC title. That's what I want. That's all I care about. Like, that's it. It's not about that. Like, but
when I got my first bonus, I was the first fight on the card, and everybody's like, that's such a shambles. You should be further up the card. I was like, I don't care. They were like, yeah, but you might not have a chance to get the bonus. I was like, just because I'm first fight on the card.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like, had my fight, and I was done like 7 p.m. home. Yeah.
No, I tell people all the time, I would rather open the show, because then I go to bed at like my normal hour. Yeah. You know?
Like, so he takes kids to school in the morning.
Then I can wake up and homeschool the kids in the morning. Yeah, exactly.
Those are fun. You're like the first one in and out, so you don't have to sit backstage with all the anxiety.
That's how it was for my debut. We were in the middle, like the prelim, I don't know, first card on the main card or something, first fight on the main card. But it was so nice because I was done at 7. And yeah, we're done. Then I get to watch the rest of the card.
It's always fun.
It is nice.
So good. So good.
Yeah, I opened up a couple cards for the UFC back in the day. It was fun.
Yeah, get it done. Up the road.
Went, pigged out, got all the food I wanted, came back right in time for
Well, that's the thing too that people don't realize when you're the main event is like, you get out of there at 1 o'clock in the morning and everything's closed.
Everything.
If you're lucky.
Sometimes the cage is already taken down and you're still
in media. Yeah. Exactly. And then you're like, you're starving and there's nothing open, nothing decent. You got to go to like Taco Bell or something.
I don't like to eat fight there. I just have a decent breakfast and then I'll have a couple snacks. I'm almost fasted by the time I fight. I don't want nothing in my stomach. I don't want nothing holding me down, slowing me down. Just a bunch of water, and I'll have some fruits, and that's about it, you know?
Yeah,
so by the time you did that fight, you did your 77 interviews, you're like, man, I want to eat.
Yeah.
And now they got us some fucking cold-ass pizza for your ass.
I know. Oh, that's the worst.
I fought T-Mobile last time.
Mobile?
They had like, what do you call it? Mobile?
Mobile.
T-Mobile. They took us through the back, and they had like all this food. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah,
Eating like, everyone's like, 2 minutes, you'll get your interview. I'm like, take your time.
Yeah, whatever you want.
If you never did that weight cut, like three of us here have done that weight cut, they'll just never know. It's not like a week thing, 2 weeks, several months, just to get to that target weight and then lose all this water.
Just to get to the point where you can suffer enough to actually make it.
Yeah, exactly. You get within striking range of like 20 pounds, 17 pounds of water that you cut. And then you're like, oh, you're going to get to eat whatever you want. No. Still got to put on all the right weight the right way.
Yeah.
Then
that was a mistake I made.
And then after you make weight and before you fight, you still can't fuck up either. You still got to be like very controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's insane. Because you cut a lot of weight, don't you? You've cut a lot of weight.
Quite a bit.
I cut a lot as well. I've done a 6 week camp this time, and I was like 2 pounds, maybe 3, over what I usually am. And that was only because I was doing a little bit of training with some friends back home, helping them prepare for their fights. Usually I'd be like another 5-10 pounds on top of that. So this was lucky I managed to get this so close. In the shorter time, I think, luckily enough, my weight was good. The shorter time feels a little bit better. I don't feel like...
Yeah, because it's not drug out, and so you're not like suffering for weeks on weeks on weeks.
Exactly. But one thing that I found really weird about my body is like, I'll fluctuate between 5 and 6 pounds every other day.
Yeah.
Like, same.
I'll be like
a fighter.
I'm like, do you get your period too?
Yeah. I must have a period every week. Jesus. Well, like I said to Eric, I'm like, Eric, why is my weight? He's like, it's fluctuating and trending down. We're good. But like, say for instance, I weigh 180 one day and then I'm right back at 186. I'm like,
no, I know. I don't check my weight every single day until it's like close because it will like mentally. Oh my God.
At 155, I would check it every day after.
Yeah.
But don't you get? I get so worked up about it, and then I'm so stressed about it that then I stop losing weight because I'm like,
true.
I'm like, because it's for me, it's the biggest fight.
It would just dictate for me how much fuckery I could do because I would run no matter what at 155. So after I'd train, I'd get in the sauna.
He knows just what amount.
Get on the scale, and if I was like 178 to 180, I'm like, I got a little cheeseburger and run and work out, I could do something crazy. But if I was like heavy, I'm like, I'm just not even gonna eat, you know? So then I'd be real clean for like 3-4 days. Get on the scale, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Look at this.
I'm fucking shit up today. I
don't remember what brand it was, but I remember you were preparing for a fight and I was like, how's your weight? Yeah, I'm ahead. It's like, oh, good. And then you were like, I had a shower, came back and you'd ordered Chick-fil-A to here. I was like, that weight will be skyrocketed tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't do that. If I did that, I would not make 100%. I would not make weight.
No, of course.
I literally make it by like the grace of God every time.
You're cutting
it's like it's just, I don't know. Women's bodies are.
It's even worse for you guys.
Brutal. Yeah.
All that stuff.
No, it's.
But what your first medal in the judo was at what weight?
78 kilos, 172 pounds, bro.
That's what I fight at.
I don't think
that's what I fight at. That's nuts. And then your second one was same weight?
78 kilos. And then I competed at the PFL at 155.
55,
yeah. I hadn't weighed 135 pounds since I was 16 years old. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Are you going to have them open up at 145 for you now or what?
Yeah, dude. That's the plan. I mean, they don't know it, but
once
I fuck up Amanda, I'm just going to be like, listen.
Talk about
unless the only time, I mean, I think that I'm going to ask them to make a 145 so I can be more active. Because I don't want to.
And there's a lot. The sport has grown so much. There's a lot of girls at 45 they can scrap.
Unless Valentina wants to fight. Because I know she's a 125er. Then I would cut down again. Because she's a legacy. Because she's a legacy fight, you know.
Yeah. At 35.
At 35, I fight her at 35. But I think like, yeah, dude. I mean, I think other than that, like I'll either, if they don't want to make a 145, then I'm just gonna say like, thank you. It's been great. You know, like I'm satisfied.
So much.
I'm satisfied.